Delays, 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 more delays, and cancellations. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We had an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these yellow walls, we are together. Yes.
So lately, Funko has been nothing but delays and sometimes cancellations. Remember Black Panther?
Target!
No, we can't say that.
Funko!
No, we can't blame them either, Heather. We can't blame all these guys because we're not getting our Funko Pops in time.
We have been blaming them for literal weeks. What do you mean we can't?
We can't blame these guys because there are reasons for the delays and reasons for the cancellations, so we can't all over them as we normally would. We got to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about the facts. But first, we want to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon, as we do in every video. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Dion, Isa Desjardins, Marshall Owens, Run the Canoes, Garcia Fambam, Thomas Rinkax, Michael Penna, Russell Walker, Chris Zazaski, and Hassan E. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons from Patreon. Want to be shouted out in every single Gastlecast video? Head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out more. So Wes Howard from Poppin' Off Toys responded to a post that was in regards to like a cancellation or a delay. This isn't Funko biting off more than they can chew. This is the result of a global pandemic. Supply chains have been destroyed. China, Vietnam are struggling to get plastic and other materials needed. The ports are over capacity or are severely delayed. All of this delays product to Funko, which delays products to retailers, which delays products to customers. It sucks, but we will all persevere and be okay. Those delayed pops will sit on your shelf a little later than expected, but they will sit on your shelf. And Wes couldn't be more right about this. I mean, quite frankly, when it comes to a Funko Pop, it is literally sitting on your shelves. Like, it's not doing anything. It's not helping me breathe. They just sit on your shelves. So what does it matter if they delay?
It matters so much to Funko Pop collectors because Funko Pop collectors are crazy.
It's our lifeblood!
This isn't the first time we've seen delays. There have been manufacturing delays with cars. I remember hearing something about they can't manufacture the chips that are needed for most of the cars out on the road, so there's like a shortage of cars. Wood prices went up like double or triple or something, and they're ridiculous. The shelves at some places are barren. We saw the toilet paper and paper towel shortage last year, but I think that was just people being insane. It's not just Funko Pops. We're seeing it everywhere. And it's all because there's a pandemic, so it's delaying so many things.
This is the Gastlecast, and our world here is all about Funko Pop, so that's what we're centered on. And I just want to say that delays and cancellations, although suck big time, we can all manage and get by. Come on. Do we really have to complain about it in every single Gastlecast video?
Yes. Target.
Unfortunately, that's how we get views. No, obviously, we're just kidding. We do make videos about the cancellations and delays because stores like Target will actually put products like Black Panther up for pre-order because they've been promised by Funko that they'll get the product to sell to all of us, the consumers. But unfortunately, with the way the world is right now, those promises sometimes cannot be met. So then we get things like delayed Black Panthers and a lot of your other favorites out there that are currently being delayed. And this actually has a lot to do with the port issues. And it turns out that the ports are having a lot of problems because things are coming in at the port and there aren't enough people there to offload what is being brought to the port. There aren't enough workers out there to do the work, which is why our Funko Pops are sitting on ships, cargo ships, literally off the coast of California right now.
My goodness.
So it's a big mess. So we can't sit back and really complain about Target. We can't sit back and complain about Funko so much. It really is just the way the world is right now.
I do have an issue with Target continuing to put things up when they're not able to fulfill pre-orders, because who's to say that the next Funko Pop that they put up, like the Blacklight Stranger Things, for example, don't get canceled. All of this has a lot of pieces though. When you're in business, there's a lot of legal contracts and stuff like that. I have the feeling that Funko has a contract with Target that says, hey, we're going to give you this product and you have to sell it. And Target's like, okay, we'll sell it, but you need to supply it. Funko's not able to supply it. Funko's like, well, we can't give it to you, so cancel those orders. So it's this like back and forth thing, and I just feel like they shouldn't be putting stuff up for pre-order if they're just going to cancel it. I mean, we're going to want it, so either leave it up or don't put it up until you have it in hand. But I do know that all of it stems from the issues surrounding the pandemic.
So this isn't just a Target thing. This is happening at a bunch of different other companies. And I noticed that the DC Zack Snyder Funko Pops that we ordered, I think it was like on a DC webpage. Basically, I got an email because I ordered 2 Supermans. Due to unforeseen delays, we now anticipate your Funko Pop to ship sometime during October 2021. The fact that they're giving us any sort of date is really shocking to me. There are so many ships right now lined up on the West Coast. How could they even tell us or give us an idea of when we're going to get this stuff? I think that it would be best to say, due to unforeseen circumstances, we have delays. We will reach out when these things are available. Because what is going to happen with all these different companies who put out pre-orders, brand new pre-orders like the Blacklight Stranger Things, they're only asking to get bombarded by people like us, the consumer, asking, where the f*** are my things? And nobody wants that. It wastes manpower, it wastes time, and it also clogs up emails.
With them being vague and saying, well, there's been a delay, you're still going to get people saying, well, how long? So that's why they put the October time frame. My guess is over at the ports, there's some sort of queue, so they probably have a decent idea of when they will arrive. The problem with all of this is with pre-orders, you're promised an item, usually by a specific time frame, right? Well, with these, it's almost like we inch closer to the date we're supposed to have these items. Whatever retailer you're at is like, well, never mind. We can't fulfill this. There's a delay or there's a cancellation.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And a lot of people are getting really upset about it. And I remember for FunCon especially, people were like, oh, well, why didn't they just push FunCon back? And it's like, they already had everything set up. They probably didn't realize that they weren't getting all of the items until like a week before. And someone was like, hey, we got your boat and I see it like 2 miles that way, but I got all these other boats here, so yeah, you're not getting your
We're down here and it's boaterific, and although that sounds fun, it's not good.
The problem is people are mad at Funko, but I'm sure that Funko is getting a delay in communication from whoever they're receiving their items from as well.
Absolutely. The whole thing's a mess.
You can't blame Funko, you can't blame Target, you can't blame the people at the port because they're trying their freaking hardest. It's just, you can't do what you physically can't do. Funko is probably just as frustrated as we are. The retailers are probably just as frustrated as we are. So we do have to give them some sort of slack.
So listen to these headlines. If you're shopping for the holidays, start now. Supply chain issues worsen as California ports face record backlog. Take a look at the record-breaking port congestion from 10,000 feet above as 70 hulking cargo ships park off the LA coast. The largest port in the US hit a new ship backlog record every day last week as 65 massive container boats float off the California coast. This is just spelling absolute disaster. And for those people out there who want PlayStation 5s, bro, who the knows when that's gonna happen?
Good luck.
Well, just like I had mentioned that this is delaying a lot of different companies, I actually received a couple of screenshots from some of our friends. One screenshot shows that the Funko Pop Marvel Blacklight Black Panther Pop and Tee has been called discontinued here in the United States right now. And this is because there are massive delays. They're basically giving everybody their money back right now because they do not know when they'll have this back on hand. And then FYE had a cancellation of the Marvel Eternals Fastos. So their item was canceled more or less because of delays. So this actually lines right up with NYCC, aka Funko FallCon. I think that the FallCon might run into issues as well. Because as we saw from FunCon, they ran into issues. Remember, FunCon was split almost into two. And they had one day where you could put a pre-order in for your FunCon exclusives for the lottery winners. And then you had another day you put in your order. That's because they didn't have everything on hand due to all of the delays that are going on right now. So what will happen with the Fall Con? That's the big question right now. Will Fall Con happen? More than likely, yes. Will it be as big as normal? Maybe. Will there be a pre-sale now, or will they wait a little bit later on down the road? Maybe say after the new year. Who knows? Your guess is as good as ours, but I really, really hope that they have some of those Funko Pops on hand so we can at least have some sort of fun this fall. During normal times, Funko was posting pretty much every week new items that were slated to come out and new events that were coming down the pike. Well, now, if you've noticed, things have really, really halted. I've noticed it myself with Funko social media. Things don't seem like they used to be. Even the Funko news is super slow, and I can say that because we focus heavy on Funko news, which is why I think we hear Funko is dying, Funko is like Beanie Babies, and all these other negative comments, and that's not true. We're just not getting the same amount of Funko as we normally would. But it's all boat! And usually boats are a lot of fun, but boats aren't fun right now. I use the word boaterific, and boaterific is usually awesome. Okay, so the whole point of this video is basically to tell you to calm down, chill out, things are gonna get better. But we have to wait. All these delays have to pass first, and with the holidays coming up, it's not gonna pass anytime soon. Sit back, relax, and don't enjoy the ride because this ride sucks!
Yeah, it's like, it's a small world when you go on and it's like fun when you're on, but then you get off and that song is stuck in your head for weeks.
No, it's like it's a small world and the little characters are throwing knives at you the whole time and singing.
Okay, but seriously, can we still trash all over Target and Funko and Amazon?
Of course, it's so much fun. Like, that's where we get a lot of fun here.
I've been really nervous about that.
Guys, what do you think about this particular topic? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? We'd love to know all that and more in the comment section down below. Head over to 7bucksapop.com on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays where they do their big, gigantic drops, which typically involves some super grails. Also, go and follow them on social media at 7bucksapop on Instagram, and also subscribe to them on YouTube. They put out some really awesome videos of all their upcoming merch. Head over to 7bucksapop.com. All right, guys, that time again. Remember, as always, we are together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.